We are on week 28, day 2, DLR, and what do we got going on here today? Is it a hot mess? Konopinski, could you slide over there, girly? All right, is it a hot mess? It is. All right, so what do we got? Jacob says it is. Jacob, what do we got? It says, let me read it first. Poison ivy is a plant whose leaves has oil that can make people itch. That one doesn't sound totally horrible, but it is. It is. Look, right now it reads, poison ivy is a plant who is leaves. That's not right. It's a contraction who is. That's not right. Is it?
No.
All right, Dale, what do you think?
All right, so it's poison ivy is a plant whose leaves that leaves have.
No, it's going to be whose, but we've got the wrong version of whose. Who knows how to fix this? This is an Isabel question for sure. Go.
You need to get rid of the apostrophe.
It's going to be WHOS what?
E.
Yes. Poison ivy is a plant whose leaves have whose leaves have oil that can make people itch. Let me read it again. Ready? See what I'm doing here? Braden, look what I'm doing. I'm reading. We do read. Everyone read. Edit right. So I'm reading this to death. You see it, Braden? So poison ivy is a plant whose leaves have oil. That doesn't sound right to me. What should that be, Joey?
It should be.
And poison ivy is a plant whose leaves have an oil that can make people itch. I think that's it. See anything else?
I just got rid of this other one said plants which leaves have.
Poison ivy is a plant which leaves? Listen, if you wanted to do that, you'd have to do it like this. I don't recommend this, but this is how it could work. Ready? Hold on. Ready? Poison ivy is a plant which has an oil that can make people itch. You see what I'm saying? You got to get rid of the leaves. But let's leave leaves. Poison ivy is a plant whose leaves have an oil that can make people itch. I think we're good. So on this one, we have how? Oh, come on, you. On this one, we have 1, 2, 3 corrections. Let's look at the next one. Braden, you ready?
Yeah.
If you are exploring the woods and you see these plants, stay away. All right, Caleb, go ahead.
E-drop?
E-drop. Yes, give me the spelling.
E-X-P-L-O-R-I-N-G.
Yes, sir. If you are exploring in the woods and you see these plants, stay away. Now, you either got to change. You got to change one of two things. This could work both ways. All right, go ahead. Leighton. All right. What kind of punctuation? You're skipping to something else. Go ahead.
Period.
Could we do this? Could you?
Yeah.
You could. Stay away, but maybe we'll just do a period here. All right, period, yes. Now, what do we need, guys? If you're exploring in the woods and you see these plants, stay away. Braden, what is it?
Change these to those.
No, let's leave these. What do we need to do with plant, though? Listen to it. If you're exploring in the woods and you see these plants, what do we need, Braden?
At the S?
Yes, we need an S. Right? We need an S. Right? Because these suggest plural, right? If you are exploring in the woods and you see these plants, stay away. But
I did, if you see this plant.
yes. Or you could do if you see this plant. It's either these plants or this plant.
I put it this plant.
Either way will work. Either way will work. So we have 1, 2, 3 corrections on this one, too.
This made more sense because we're only talking about one plant.
Yeah. Either one will work. That's all I can say about that one. Use context clues to figure out the meaning of the bold word. Circle the meaning. Now, what do we mean by context clues? Can someone explain that to Braden? Jesus. I'm in between Brady, Brandon, and Braden. What am I doing? Go ahead.
Me?
Braden, go. What is it? What is someone explain to Braden what a context clue is? First, you have to learn to identify poison ivy. Now, here is the word that we don't know, right? What does it mean to look for context clues? Caleb? Let's search for words around it. What words? First, you have to learn to identify poison ivy. What word in there kind of helps you understand what identify is? Yes.
Learn.
I think learn does. Learn. So if you're learning to identify, maybe you're trying to what?
Recognize. To recognize.
I think it means to recognize. Yeah, you're trying to learn about it, so you want to learn so you can recognize it, right? Write an adjective. What do adjectives describe? Adjectives describe the what? On if we're doing parts of speech, right? The 4 main parts of speech. We have noun, verb, adjective, and adverb. What do adjectives describe? The what?
The verb.
No, the noun. Adverbs describe the verb, right? All right. So let's write an adjective in the correct order. You ready for this? What one sounds the best? Here it goes. In spring, the poison ivy plant grows in groups of 3 shiny leaves that are red. Or, in spring, the poison ivy plant grows in groups of shiny 3 leaves that are red.
It's kind of obvious.
Braden, what is it? It's 3 shiny, right? You wouldn't say shiny 3. Good job, kid. 3 shiny. I told you most of this will be what you hear, right? All right, there you have it. There is week 28, day 2 DLR in the book.